This is the big one, BC Steel. Premier Championship is on the line, and this man has felt that he's deserved an opportunity at this title for a year now. Over a year. He's called himself the heir apparent. He's felt that he's been destined this chance. He's been destined this championship. Is tonight Chris LeRusso's night on top?
Well, to quote Chris LeRusso, tonight is about one thing. Me. Not me as in BC Steel, but me as in Chris LeRusso. The crowning achievement for him here in Premier could be walking away with that heavyweight championship. And at the Premier Championship, how great would it be? Because we wouldn't have to hear Andrew Palace as the champ anymore. That'd be amazing.
It's been a successful night thus far for this group. Gannon Jones Jr. and Duke Davis advancing to the semifinals of the tag team tournament. Only one semifinal round matchup now. Could Chris LeRusso feed off of that momentum and dethrone Andrew Palace? And you talk about bringing energy to the table. You talk about changing the mood, changing the dynamic. That's what Andrew Palace does every time. And he has been such a proud and such a positive representation of Premier Championship Wrestling as our first title holder.
Well, the human embodiment of caffeine, Andrew Palace. And we've seen it. We saw what him and Remy went through. We saw what him and Crimson went through. Actually getting the approval from Crimson, which not a lot of men can say. And that's why he is our Premier Champion. And well, he's got a balloon. He's going to be entertained all night.
What's wrong with that? It's a festive atmosphere. Maybe that'll be Andrew Palace's celebratory balloon after he wins.
You guys get a celebratory balloon?
Palace might. That guy brought one.
You know, there was a balloon machine I saw in the bathroom earlier, but they were 25 cents.
Andrew Palace has defeated so many athletes. He defeated Gannon Jones Jr. He defeated Ray. He's defeated J-Rock. Hey, J-Rock quit the company after that. That was fun.
And I'm a little upset about that. That's a little bit stick in my craw, if you will. That's a saying.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I like J-Rock.
Well, okay, so you're the guy. But let's go to Lundell. Get the championship introductions.
Is the challenger from Altoona, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 188 pounds, the heir apparent, Chris LeRusso. And his opponent from Youngstown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 202 pounds, he is the Premier Champion, Andrew Palace.
Crowd is firmly behind Andrew Palace at this point in time, and BC Steel, you and I both know very well this is far from the first time these men have met. They have had major rivalries in other promotions, and maybe that plays a part into why LeRusso feels that he's just had this coming to him for so many months. But there you see the prize, Premier Championship. Let's break it down. What do each of these men have to do to beat the other, in your opinion?
Well, with Chris LeRusso, he's going to have to control Andrew Palace's energy. He's going to have to keep him grounded. He's going to have to keep him on the mat. You're not going to want to let Andrew Palace get rocking and rolling and get that offense going, because he's hard to stop once he gets moving. For Andrew Palace, he's going to have to psych Chris LeRusso out, which isn't an easy thing to do. Chris LeRusso is mind-focused. He's not a one-track mind, but certainly a focused mind, and he's also going to have to watch for that martial arts background that Chris LeRusso employs. So it's going to be interesting to see which man can get the other one off their game first. My money's on Chris LeRusso, but I'm impartial.
LeRusso can throw you off your game in a very understated, cerebral way. Palace is just all up in your face and loud as hell. And you never really know what direction he's coming from.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's like when you give a little kid a bag of sugar. You're just all over the place, writing on the walls, peeing in the sink.
I didn't give kids bags of sugar. Ace quickens here. And Palace tries to elevate LeRusso. Both been very evenly matched as well. I think only about 10 pounds separates them. Headlock driver. Hernia driver. Both guys are going for home runs in the early going here, with the Premier Championship at stake. Here, the first time in the history of this company we'll have 3 titles decided tonight, and Palace sends LeRusso flying.
Well, you said earlier, these two men have done battle before. Seeing it firsthand, we both have. They know each other very well. They know that Chris LeRusso has the head headlock driver, easy for me to say. They know that hernia driver for Andrew Palace, they know what they got to look out for. And it's like I said earlier, they're going to have to knock the other one off their game.
And all Palace needs. Oh, Palace blocks it. And LeRusso tastes the steal again. To finish my point, all Palace needs is a level playing field. It looked like J-Rock had won the Premier Championship a month ago, but thankfully Sonny Vice came out to alert the official that J-Rock had used that steel chain, and Palace had renewed life. Oh, look out! LeRusso into the timekeeper's table.
Well, Sonny Vice is a jerk that stuck his nose in where it didn't belong, and Andrew Palace, to some people would say he got lucky. I happen to be one of those people, but I don't think that's going to happen here tonight.
Aren't you worried about your buddy?
Well, they're on the outside. Can I go down there and help him? I'd love to.
Absolutely not.
You never let me go out there. It's almost like I'm not even here, Joe.
Oh, stop. 2 count and no. Don't get all metaphysical.
I want to grace the people with my face.
Well, we're trying to build a house. Be that as it may, Andrew Palace with a double underhook suplex. Nicely done. Palace is the face of this company. You got a problem with that? 2 count, only 2.
Joe, you put my face next to his. What are the people going to go for? I am a very sexy man.
Excuse me?
You're excused.
So humble, too.
That's what I like best about me.
Palace is doing a great job as the aggressor so far. LeRusso's making a lot of enemies lately. I still can't believe LeRusso running to the ring holding a bundle of light tubes and flinging it at the head of Ricky Shane Page, busting Ricky wide open. That's the reason that Ron Mathis pinned Ricky Shane Page in Ricky Shane Page's own home city. That could go down as headline of the year in Premier Wrestling.
You know, in all the Chris LeRusso matches that I've been there for, called, seen in person. Oh, jeez.
LeRusso tangling Palace up in the ring apron, then he's susceptible for that thrust kick. Shades of Finlay there.
And I think Finlay likes to fight.
He does, and LeRusso loves to fight now.
That's a different Finlay. That's not Chris LeRusso Finlay. That's. Well, I think.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know.
LeRusso and Finlay have a lot in common.
I think Palace left. Oh, he was in the ring area. I thought Palace tucked his tail between his legs and took off.
Palace is not going to leave. Are you kidding me?
Well, he should.
Oh, God. It may be strongly advised by a medical professional to leave right now. And LeRusso, again, what's LeRusso's motto? Me, me, me.
Absolutely. His 3 favorite things, and who can blame him? No, he's an attorney, but I don't know if he'd mention it. He's probably modest, wouldn't want me saying it.
Yeah, really.
But he's an accomplished attorney. And imagine he goes into the courtroom with the Premier Championship around his waist. What an honor that would be. Here comes the judge, here comes the champ.
How do you do that?
That's what you do. When I go into the office, I wear my Premier Championship Wrestling blazer.
Who invites you into our office? I have a lot of questions about a lot of things you divulge on this broadcast.
By the way, you need to fix your window. But be that as it may, Chris LeRusso in firm control at this point. You know, when Chris LeRusso wins the championship, I'd like to make a few demands on his behalf.
Right on the butt of the jaw with that elbow. Demands?
Yeah, see where the letters are back there? Well, his face should be on every single one.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
2 count only.
Referees will have to wear long sleeves.
I just don't like seeing a lot of letters in one place. It intimidates you.
Well, you know, you got a lot of letters in your name. That's too much.
Why are referees wearing long sleeves? Jake Clemens is not Danny Davis. What are you talking about?
Well, he's just as crooked. And Marina over there, he's got a lot of letters in his name as well.
He's not even in this match. It's a different hairstyle. Palace breaking the grip of Chris LeRusso. You are all over the place right
now. All these kids with their hair. Chris LeRusso has a haircut. You could set your watch to.
Palace went for a suplex counter, got the jawbreaker, but LeRusso uses the momentum to come back with a clothesline.
Palace landed right on the back of his head. Not even that giant mane of hair is going to protect him.
Not at all.
I would say both men, for the most part.
This could be it. 2 count. Only 2. Do you think Gannon Jones Jr. and Duke Davis have paused from their semifinal strategy session to maybe chill the champagne for LeRusso?
Well, I think certainly it would have to definitely be on ice at this point. When you're a competitor of the caliber of Chris LeRusso, it's certainly possible. Joe,
can you imagine if LeRusso wins the Premier Championship and Gannon and Duke win the tag titles?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say that we would have champagne, we would have Zima, we would have O'Doul's, we would have all kind of fine drinks, and you wouldn't be invited. But I could tell you all about it. We could go to Premier Championship Wrestling Facebook. Would you like to plug that right now?
I wouldn't, because I'm trying to figure out what Chris LeRusso's doing here. He can't win the title on a counter.
Well, he's biding his time.
Oh, you're right. Measures him and comes down with an axe handle. He waited until Palace was struggling to his feet near the guardrail with his back turned to jump back into action. How cowardly can you be?
Joe,
Two count only.
Have you ever hit a guy when he wasn't looking? It's really satisfying.
Oh, stop.
Especially if you can get away.
And that is the best leg job, I think, in the business right now.
Absolutely.
The hang time, the elevation Russo gets. He can beat him. Only count of two, though. Palace is hurting, though. You can tell. LeRusso's taken a lot out of Andrew Palace thus far.
Well, LeRusso with the advantage, and that's like I said earlier, what LeRusso has to do is keep Palace grounded, keep him on the mat, keep him moving slow, get him to start sucking wind,
Ooh.
not be able to get that offense and that energy going. And more importantly, when you do that, you take the people out. With their 4 teeth and 7 brain cells, when they start chanting for Palace, that's when he really starts to feel it.
I think Palace is feeling something right now. Inner rage is coming out. Palace is in another gear at this point. And the frenetic energy of the Spasmanian Devil started to come to the surface. Russo puts the brakes on, got caught. German release suplex, nicely done. And just like that, Palace has turned the tides. Russo sidesteps. Palace the clothesline.
Well, it's starting to pick up now for Palace. He's getting those people behind him, and that's dangerous for LeRusso. LeRusso's got to do something.
Yeah, LeRusso's year-long dream. He's felt this was destiny for him. Can you change your own destiny? Oh, high angle back suplex. Can somebody change your destiny for you? Perhaps that's what Andrew Palace is trying to do in Chris LeRusso's eyes. Oh. Well, martial arts background, that jumping knee. LeRusso makes it look effortless. But Palace a step ahead. Backcracker, nicely done. LeRusso in a bad way. Back body drop. Here comes a knee. Right to the side of the face. Palace retains the chip. No.
Joe, that was 2. Lemon said it was 2. Chris LeRusso still has a fighting chance. He's got to do something. We saw that quick high knee to the face. He's got to do something like that. Maybe a thumb to the eye, a pull of the hair.
After last month, not just the light tubes, but the low blow on Magnum CK, the pin of Jackson Stone. LeRusso's been on a roll here. Went for that headlock driver. That could have been it. Got him that time.
Goodbye.
We have a new Premier Champion.
Yes. Joe, I'm going to go get champagne.
LeRusso lives his destiny now. Palace the shoulder up.
Joe, was that? I think he was a little. Clemens was a little bit close on that 3. I think that was 3.
LeRusso is in shock. But if LeRusso thinks that's 3, he'll have to represent himself in his own court case because the officials call is final. LeRusso's got to keep fighting.
Well, he's going to have to go for the same thing again. He's going to have to do some. Well, what better way to finish a guy off than with your own move?
Oh, no, LeRusso was putting his own spin on it. But Palace not going to let us see what was coming. DDT! No! Oh, these 2 counts can't get any longer.
Palace, I think, is about ready to lose his mind.
As if he had it in the beginning to lose in the first place.
Well, that might be the first thing you and I have agreed on all night.
Oh, Palace is feeling it. Hernia driver. Oh, LeRusso downstairs.
Wow. But no, he didn't hit Clemens at all downstairs.
LeRusso snuck in a cheap low blow. I'm going to steal the championship. Oh!
Joe, that was 3. 3. New champ. Say it. Ah, you stupid, striped moron.
The realization on LeRusso's face tells the story of what it truly takes to unseat Andrew Palace as Premier Champion.
What's he admonishing LeRusso for? Nothing happened. That was a kick to the inner thigh.
and LeRusso. Gonna take a chance. This crowd firmly behind their champion. But the heir apparent, missed a drop kick. Palace catapult. I think LeRusso hit mouth first on that turnbuckle. And now the hernia driver. Andrew Palace retains. Andrew Palace knows he's been through a war, knows he's earned every single bit of this victory a couple of times in this matchup. Palace knows it, we know it. That championship was in serious, serious jeopardy. LeRusso felt that maybe tonight was his destiny. Palace shows that destiny can turn on a man. It did tonight for Chris LeRusso. Andrew Palace is still champion regardless of LeRusso's claims.
Well, it pains me to say this, but Chris LeRusso was beaten tonight, and that is not something that I can say a lot, and it kind of makes my stomach churn a little bit, but you're still looking at your premier champion.
Andrew Palace continues to represent Premier Championship Wrestling well. Andrew Palace continues to fight every step of the way, the embodiment of what Premier Championship Wrestling is all about. But BC Steel, how much longer can Palace keep this pace of competition?
Well, to this point, he's taken on all competitors, and it's just going to get worse and worse when you're the champ because the bullseye is squarely on him.
But tonight, the night is all about Andrew Palace, still the face of Premier Championship Wrestling.